Within the list of newsmakers at the Vatican in 2013, the only thing that is certain is that Benedict XVI and Pope Francis easily take the top spot. Benedict XVI earns his place for his historic decision.
Qua propter bene consus pontis huius actus plena libertate declaro, me ministerio episcopi Romae.
Pope Francis also shares the top spot for his refreshing and down-to-earth approach to spreading the Church's 2,000-year-old message. The rest of the list becomes quite arbitrary, and their selection is largely symbolic. The second person on the list is Cesare. Pope Francis spotted him as he greeted pilgrims at St. Peter's Square on board his Pope-mobile. He surprised everyone by getting off and hugging him. Since then, the sick and disabled have taken on a leading role during his trips and public appearances. Number 3 on the list of newsmakers goes to the visit to Lampedusa, where the Pope first decried the indifference to the suffering of thousands of migrants in search of a better future. This concern has become a priority for the Vatican. The 4th spot goes to Francesco, an Italian man that lost his job 4 years ago and asked the Pope for help.
Santo Padre, mi chiamo Francesco. Sono un operaio della Sardina Green Island e dal 2 febbraio 2009, ormai più di 4 anni, sono senza lavoro.
His speech took place at another Italian island, Sardinia. The Pope was so moved, he improvised a rousing speech.
Devo dirvi coraggio, ma anche sono cosciente che devo fare tutto del mio perché questa parola, coraggio, non sia una bella parola di passaggio. Non sia soltanto un sorriso di impiegato cordiale, un impiegato della Chiesa che viene e vi dice coraggio. No, questo non lo voglio.
Carlos, a Colombian boy, is in 5th place. The Pope didn't seem to mind having the boy on stage with him, even sitting him in his chair. It was a touching moment that made headlines around the world. Other newsmakers this year were the 3 million youths that flooded Rio's Copacabana beach for World Youth Day. It was the largest gathering ever at the world's most famous beach. More people came to see the Pope than the Rolling Stones for their New Year's Eve concert. Even in huge crowds, Pope Francis wants to greet every single person. No doubt a huge challenge for Domenico GIANI, Inspector General for the Vatican Gendarmerie, the Pope's chief security officer and also one of the newsmakers this year. This blue car takes the 8th spot on this year's list. Pope Francis left behind the armored cars and opted for one a middle-class Italian family would use, a simple Ford Focus. Romans are used to seeing him in the streets, stopping at each red light. The 9th place goes to Casa Santa Marta. Pope Francis cast aside the Apostolic Palace and made his home at the Vatican's hotel.
Questa domanda me l'ha fatto un professore. Ma perché lei non va a abitare là? Io ho risposto, ma mi senta professore, per motivi psichiatrici. Perché ma è la mia personalità. Anche l'appartamento, quello non è tanto lussuoso, tranquilla. Ma non posso vivere da solo, capi?
The chimney takes up the last spot on the list. It was a center of attention for millions of eyes across the world during the conclave, and it was only used 3 times. It was the first to announce the election of a new pope, the beginning of a new chapter in the history of the Catholic Church.